Hey everyone! Hey, it's Shannon Galladay. I hope you're having an awesome weekend. And I'm here live in my home office in California. It's a beautiful day outside. Our baby is taking a nap and I'm just getting some work done. So I wanted to make a quick video to talk about celebrating our successes and celebrating our failures. And so if you are struggling with, focusing on what you're doing wrong all the time, then this video is for you. So if you're watching live or watching the recording, I'd love to say hello. Go ahead and post in the comments below and just say hi, say hey, where you're from. So I want to talk about this because I think this is really important, and I work with a lot of people on their health and fitness goals, and a lot of times, most of the time, when I talk to people, they tell me everything that they're doing wrong. And this really stops people from seeing success because, whether it's with your health and fitness goals or whether it's with anything in life, if we focus on what we're doing wrong, then it kind of makes us have a block where we can't see success. So I wanted to tell you a quick story. A few years ago, I worked with a business mentor to help me get this health and fitness business off the ground. And so I worked with this business mentor, and I think it was every week, every month, I can't remember, but we celebrated our successes and our failures. So whenever we talked, she said, okay, let's talk about our successes. So everyone celebrated their successes, talked about how great things were going, and then she said, what are some of your failures? And then she, clapped and said, congratulations, great job for celebrating. Let's celebrate the failure too. And at first I was just like, why are we celebrating the failures? Like the failures aren't, they're not something you're proud of. Like most people aren't happy with their failures, right? The thing is, failures are not necessarily failures. Failures mean that we are trying, so let's say, you exercise 3 days this week, but you didn't exercise 2 days that week. That's not necessarily a failure because you still did some exercise. And so focusing on that we're trying and meaning like, let's say you tried to eat healthy all day and you did awesome all day, and then at the end you ate too much. Focusing on the success of eating healthy all day instead of focusing on what you did wrong will really help catapult your success. The other thing is like celebrating failures. So like a failure could be, I planned out my meals for the week and then I went out to eat one day that week. So that's not necessarily a failure because you still planned out your meals that week. You still tried, you still made the effort. And so anyway, just kind of looking at it's not so much as a failure, it's focusing on progress. It's focusing on moving forward. It's focusing on, the little things. Like successful people do things every day to be successful. And so, another person I talked to, she says, if you want to have a big success, then what are you doing every day to get to that success? So it could be like if you want to run a marathon, like I've run a marathon before, right? So 26.2 miles, it scared me to death. It took me 3 or 4 years to actually do it. I kept signing up and not doing it because I was so scared. But it was the little things that I did every day. So I can't just say, I want to run a marathon and then I don't train for it. You have to set your big goal and then you say, what am I going to do every single day to get there? So when you're training for a marathon, you want to do interval training. You want to work on your endurance. You want to work on running. You want to work on your distance. You want to follow a plan, have a training schedule. Right? So you want to get to your end goal. You want to have that success. But when you're going along the way, then you're not going to see, it's not going to be a straight shot to success. Like nothing in life, whether, your health and fitness goals or you're starting a business or you're trying to work on your marriage, like whatever it is, like it's the little things every single day and focusing forward on the progress of where you're going and celebrating the successes, celebrating the failures, not looking at them like, I failed, it's over, just looking at like, oh, it's a bump in the road. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep moving forward and just celebrate every milestone along the way. Because believe me, like no one is perfect and no one is going to see this smooth sailing ride to success. I would be worried if someone had a smooth sailing ride to success, because that's just not real. The people that are the most successful, I listened to Darren Hardy. He's amazing. If you heard him before, I listened to him live, and he talked about the pendulum of success. So he says, if people want success, you have to swing in the opposite direction really far before you're going to swing this far. So a lot of people are scared to go out of their comfort zone. They're scared to go into that, what they say, failure spot, because they're so scared to move out of that. They just want to see success. The thing is, you have to go into that like uncomfortable, you feel like you're failing mode, and then it swings you into success. And when he said that, I was like, oh, so he told the story about how he wanted to be successful at selling real estate, and that was a really hard job. So he said, I want to fail the fastest I can. So I'm going to knock on all of these doors, and I'm going to get all these no's, and everyone's going to tell me no, and I'm going to like be the worst failure ever, because that's going to swing me to success. And it did. Like, it got him out of his comfort zone. He saw a lot of, people didn't want to, but the more he did it, the more he gained his confidence, the more he talked to people, he learned how to talk to people, he started gaining those skills, he started building up momentum, and, people started knowing that he was selling real estate and getting his name out there, and that swung him to success. So anyway, I just wanted to share some thoughts on that, because I think a lot of times people think like, oh, I want to be successful, and it's just going to be like, ooh, smooth sailing ride to success. And the thing is, it's not a smooth sailing ride to success. So celebrating the progress, celebrating moving forward, and say, here's my goal. Did I succeed or fail towards that goal? And if I did, then I'm on the right track to make it to that big goal. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. I'd love to hear what your goals are. What are your big goals that you're going for? I know for me right now, I'm training for a Spartan race. I'm pretty excited. I've never done this before. It's kind of way out of my comfort zone with obstacle courses and climbing ropes and jumping over walls. And so that's something big that I'm doing in a couple of weeks, the beginning of June. So anyway, I'd love to hear what you're going for, what your big goals are. And I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.